Hi, this is Michelle Towers with Strong Tower Coaching. Did you know that the single most important ingredient to success, both on a professional and a personal level, is our ability to build and maintain strong relationships? When you understand yourself and others fully, it will directly impact your ability to get that great job, gain promotions, and overall enjoy victories in all areas of your life. I invite you to join me during one of my training sessions called Understanding Yourself and Others for Professional and Personal Success. These are just a few snippets of the training to teach you about the 4 major personality types and how understanding them can work wonders in your career and in your personal life. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll talk with you soon. How many of you guys actually, this is your first time taking this assessment? So it's most of you. Most of you is the first time. We're going to spend about the first half of my time here just going over the personality types, and we're going to do some little exercises together. And so to give you a chance to really kind of practice it, get it in you. How many of you all, and I'm going to ask you to move around just for a minute, then you'll be able to move back to your seat. How many of you came out as task types? I think I saw a lot. Wow, most of them are back at that table. What about free spirits? Woo! Anybody else? Can you move over here, Joe, if you don't mind? Because I'm going to ask you guys to work together. You can hold that. You can lay down if you want. No, you can leave it because I'm not going to make you stay forever. What about leader types? Leader types, we got one leader type back there. Do I hear another? Do we have a 25, 30, 35? Leader. So, okay, you're a leader too? Would you mind coming over here? And then, and then people types. People, we got one people back there, 2 people back there. So what I want you to do is work together. It's going to take like less than 5 minutes on this, and this is who I am. I want you guys to come up, based on your type, I want you to come up with as many singular words that will describe your type. So just kind of brainstorm. And we have leaders here. And I'm going to ask one person from each group to stand up and read your list. You can see we have 4 different personality styles. We have the people type, we have the leader type, we have the free spirit types, and the task types. So we're going to go through each one of these types, and we're going to talk about what each type's strengths are, and also what we don't like to use the word weakness, but the Achilles heel. That's the area. It's like that one area that can kind of get you in trouble if you're not aware of it and you don't work on it. So we're going to start with leader types. Who has the list? Who wants to stand up and read your list?
Leader types are bossy, straightforward, impatient, bottom line oriented, all about production, influencers, they like change, they're strong, opinionated, quick to make decisions, competitive, have type A personalities, are vocal, are direct, outspoken, they like to cut to the chase, and feel their way is the best way.
Well, I think the only way.
We were honest.
You were very honest. Even there wasn't some pretty stuff on there. So what are some of the strengths about a leader type? Let me first start by saying that the key word for each one of these types, we're going to have like an umbrella word or an umbrella phrase that best describes that type of person. For leader types, the main word that motivates them is accomplishment. That's the key word. So one word that describes leader types is accomplishment. You guys are all about getting it done. You want to win. Just for example, I'm going to brag here. By the time you're done, you're going to feel like you know my husband George better than you know yourselves, because I love to talk about him. He says, "Why do you talk about me all the time?" It's like, because it's so easy to talk about you. Because he's a leader task, and I'm a people free spirit. So we're absolutely opposites. So the way, my feeling is if you don't kill each other, you're going to be great together if you don't kill each other. We almost killed each other the first 10 years. But he's a leader task type. And but leader is his high thing. Now, when he started in sales, actually 12 years, well, he was doing it before then, but he's been at this one company for 12 years. He sells food, actually, so I really like him. Food is like one of my favorite things. But when he first started, he didn't know anything about selling food, nothing at all. And he was on the bottom of the list. Every week, I mean, how pressure is that? Every week they put up a list. Top sales, bottom person. He was on the bottom because he didn't know what he's doing. He just started. But as a leader type, his main goal was to beat this thing and to be a winner. Well, leader types love to win. They're competitive and they love to win. And so he just studied and worked hard, and it's been 12 years now, but I mean for the last 6 years, I'd say, he's been at the very top of the list of 150 salespeople. So every week he likes to look at that and say, yes, I'm the best. Leaders like to be the best. They like having the best. They like quality things, because if you have something of quality that says, yes, I have some stature, I have some, I'm strong. So actually, I'm going to tell you too, this guy just won President's Cup trip. They just announced it last week. So we are going to Rome, Italy for free for a week in September. Tell me I'm not excited. We are staying at the Waldorf Astoria. Don't talk to me. I'm so excited. And it's all about the food too. I'm so excited. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So the strengths of a leader type are that they are visionaries. They see the big picture. They're the ones, the leader types are the ones that are going to stand, they're going to climb to the top of the mountain and say, hey, we're going over there. That's where we're going. Everybody come on. That's who you naturally are. You know how to direct other people. And you're really good at it, and it's natural. If leader types are, if they're in a group and somebody doesn't take over, a leader type's going to step up and just say, hey, let's get going. Let's get this done. Yeah, get out of the way. Very results oriented. It's all about, did we do what we said we were going to do? Are we done? Have you finished yet? It's about results. And they are motivated by being in charge. And when I talk about being motivated, this really is, what gets you excited. Now, because all of the personality types can be in charge. That's not the thing. Anybody can be in charge. In fact, anybody can be a leader. But a leader type is motivated by being in charge. When you say, I'm putting you in charge, they're like, yes, I'm excited. People types may be like, well, okay, I can do it. I can be in charge. But it's not what motivates you. You don't get all excited when somebody says, I'm here, I'm giving you control over it all. Leaders like control of things. So you get excited. That's what motivated means. You love to win, you're highly competitive, and you get things done. When you get things done, you feel really, really good. But now here's your Achilles heel. See, I did the kitchen stuff too. These are the areas where you might run into some trouble if you don't learn how to monitor yourself. Yeah, leader types have a tendency, and you guys covered some of these, to be hypercritical, just kind of nitpicking and looking at everything. Quick to get angry, because when things aren't going the way they want, they get kind of frustrated. Over-controlling can be micromanaging. Are you guys feeling any of that? You guys are quiet over there now.
Oh, no, it's a little bit too personal.
Yeah, if you can't say amen, say oh me. So here's what you can do, some simple things to help yourselves when you find yourself in this mode. It is take a time out, just kind of step away, take a breath, walk away from the situation, and just kind of calmly step back on your own and figure out what needs to happen next, because it's kind of like leader types when things kind of if you get a hiccup in the plan, they get really frustrated. So you just have to pull back and think about, okay, there is a rational next step. Let me think about what that is. And then follow through and just do it. And so it's just kind of just stopping to breathe. People types. There's our peoples over there. So people types, who's got your list?
Outgoing, optimistic, friendly, conversational, passionate, helpful, altruistic, caring, social, perceptive, enthusiastic, open, flexible, empathetic, and understanding.
That's a very good list. That's good. Do you guys feel like that pretty much encompasses who you are? Would you guys know them? Does that sound like them? Yes. They're just nice people. They're nice. So the umbrella word that we're going to talk about with people types is really about now what was the umbrella word for leaders? Accomplishment. Now the umbrella word for people types is relationships. It's all about relationships with people types. People types want to connect and they want to relate to people. That's really what it's about. People types will pick jobs based on the relationships they have with people. If you don't have good relationships at work, it can make you absolutely miserable. And it may be enough to cause you to want to go look for another job if you feel disconnected or like you're struggling with people all the time. So relationships are really important to people types. Oh, let me see. Let's see. Natural strengths are very good at connecting with others. Very friendly, very social. You have a way of making people feel comfortable and at home. You have a high concern for other people, sensitive to other people's feelings. Great communicators and great listeners. So you guys probably have people that want to come to you and talk to you about things that are going on and get your advice. You know, people types kind of can end up being counselors sometimes, therapists, because people feel really comfortable. Realtors, yes. You probably hear some stories, don't you? Oh my goodness, I never thought about that. And also, people types are really creative. And so, you know, how many of you guys have a creative hobby, like drawing or music or, you know, books? And see, people types tend to go toward those types of things because it's another means of expression. We're very good at talking. We're very good at expressing ourselves. And so art and music and all is another means of expression. So that's why you'll see it in people types more than any other type. Now, people types are motivated by harmony. I'll give you the blanks here. Self-growth and creativity. So close relationships are very, very important to people types. Knowing and understanding ourselves. And people types are usually the type of people that are more likely to read the self-improvement books, that sort of thing. How can I be a better, see, he's over there laughing at us. How can I be a better person kind of thing. You guys are something. And when there is a conflict, when you come into a conflict with somebody, people types are more likely to look at themselves first. I mean, you're going to get mad at that person and say, I can't believe they did that. But you'll also go home and say, I wonder what I did. Maybe I need to change myself. Leader types don't tend to do that first. And then the creativity, motivated by the creativity. Now, here is our Achilles heel, because we have them too. We have a tendency as people types, and I say that because I'm a free spirit and people. I'm a people first, actually. No, here's the deal. When you're irritated with someone, if somebody is like under your skin, or when you're stressed out or angry, we can go to the opposite end. Do you guys agree? That like when you're in an agitated state, you don't want to be around people, and you can kind of tend to snap at people and just not be real nice when either we're really nice or we're not nice. It's kind of one way or the other, depending on the pressure.
Kind of like hot and cold.
Yeah. We can be uncooperative. We can withdraw or blow up. So sometimes because we hold on to things and we don't express ourselves, next thing you know, the volcano went off. What happened? I didn't even know she was mad. Oh, no. So this is because we don't like the conflict. You know, we don't deal with it. Unlike the leader types, they're really good at it. If they're bothered by something or something's not right, they don't have a problem with saying, you know what, we need to sit down and talk about this. We really do. Let's get this. And then you get it behind you and you go on. People types don't. They take it personal. We take it personal. And we will stew on it and brew on it until something bad happens. No comment right there. It's quiet over there. So this is something we need to work on. So what we can do is we need to talk to someone to gain some insight about what's going on if we're having a conflict with someone, because sometimes we just take it so personally, and we need to see that it really isn't personal. We need to solve our own problems. So we can talk to someone, but at the same time, we need to, you know, sometimes people types want to just talk and talk and talk about it. I can't believe this, and, you know, just kind of stay in it. But we need to not have to, you know, go to someone all the time to fix it for us and not rely on others. So those are some things we need to do. So as people types, it's like it's the conflict thing. We want to get along with everyone, so we try to always keep it that way. But if we don't deal with problems, then they will actually keep us from what we really want, which is relationships. Any questions about that? Okay, we're going to move on to task types. Let's hear your list.
Obsessive, compulsive, organized, list, detailed, process-oriented, structure, precise, concise, predictable, results-oriented, driven, expectations, demanding.
Ooh, you guys are honest too. Demanding. That can be. She's getting scared. Rita's getting scared. That's very good. I mean, I like that because you're being very honest. There's good and bad and ugly in that list, and so you covered everything. So absolutely, that's a very good list. So I kind of have an umbrella phrase, not an umbrella word for task types, but the umbrella phrase is doing things right. for task types, it's really important that things not only get it done, because leaders like get it done, get it done. Taskers like, if we can't get it done right, then what's the point of even doing it? It needs to be correct. Oh, you know what? I just went out of order. We'll go back to the free.
Oh, we don't mind.
You can go with the flow. You'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right. Yeah, I got them out of order. So with task types, the umbrella word is doing things right. And you know, and it's funny too, because my best friend Elaine is a task type now, and I'm a high free spirit. And I'll tell you, thank God I have her, because she keeps me from just flying off the deep end, because I'll get a great idea. I think we should do this, this, and this. And just right away, she's got this list in her head. Well, have you thought about this? And you need to have this, you need to have a list, and you need to have this, and you need to get some files, and I'm like, I don't want to do all that yet. I just want to get my ideas, you know. But she helps me to like fill in all those blanks, because this woman's like a machine. She's like a machine. And I love working with her because she helps me. And I kind of help her to come out of her cocoon a little bit, because she gets trapped up sometimes. So I push her to have fun and all of that. But task types, they're natural. Let's go. Well, we'll get there. Natural strengths are, they thrive in structured environments. She's like, yes. They don't like all to come to an office and have that structure around you every day is probably very comforting, and it helps you. It helps you a lot. You're good at it. Dependable and reliable. If you ever need something done, you need to find a task person to give it to, or ask them to help you, because once you give it to a task person, you don't even have to think about it again. It is good as done. They are so reliable, because when you do a task, when you do work, it's like your reputation is setting on that. It's not just like, well, let me get it done. If it's not done correctly, that is a reflection on you personally. And so that they take it very seriously, because it's really a character issue with task types. So, they are so dependable. Got to have some task people on a team. Task types are also very, very hardworking. Almost to the point where it can be almost workaholics, and very hardworking to the point where it's like, it's kind of hard to set boundaries sometimes, because you just keep going and going. As long as the work is there, you'll keep on working, kind of thing. Task types are motivated by, I'll give you 3 things here: structure, detail and routine, and being seen as reliable. So the structure, the detail, and reliability are top important things, and that's what gets them motivated and excited. So if you give a task type some responsibility and say, I just need you to do this, then they're gonna be really jazzed by it. Also details and organized and structured environments, and they love to work hard, as I said. So, does that look like any task types ever gotten to this point? Because you can.
Husband wants to push my button.
Yes. Task types can be kind of bossy. Can be very much so, because it's you guys kind of have something in common with the leader types, that if things don't go right, task types get very frustrated, because they want the pattern and the predictability and the structure, and if something goes off the rail, like you free spirit people like to do, they will lose it on you. But they're also like people types, don't like conflict, so they may not say anything for a while. But when it comes out, it's going to come out. Here are some of the Achilles heels of task types. They have a tendency they have an obsessive need for structure sometimes. The things have to be structured. Overly perfectionist, like if it's not perfect, it can't go on. And they will withdraw from other people. If they see somebody as being lazy or sloppy, or you don't care about what you're doing, they will withdraw from them and just start kind of making decisions about how this person is. And you got a problem when that happens. So here's what you can do as well. Accept change. Here's what I like to tell task people, because you like to plan. Plan for change. Plan for something to hit you every day that you don't expect. And then when it hits you, you'll be ready for it. Is that good? But these sudden things. So, just know that every day something wacky's going to happen. And just kind of, you guys are just like natural at it. Talk to someone to gain insight, and then determine what your options are after you've kind of had a chance to assess it. Any other questions there? We're going to move on, because we have a lot to do still. Free spirit types. Gosh, this ought to be fun, huh?
We are happy, fun. We are sometimes irreverent, but never in church. We're non-conforming, we're open, we're patient, creative, energetic, optimistic. We think outside the box, we're open-minded, sometimes impulsive, sometimes hyperactive. We're friendly and honest, and if we were a dog, we'd be a Labrador. We're outgoing, we're complimentary of others, compassionate, sensitive, tender-hearted, hopeful, understanding, funny. We love to laugh.
This is the longest list in history.
We like to encourage others. We're
It's a very long list. My goodness.
We are flexible, supportive, forgiving. We tend to multitask because we can't get it all done in the time we have. We are loyal. We are motivators.
Okay, your time is almost up.
And we are the peacemakers.
The peacemakers. That's good. Now, I don't have enough for everybody, but I'm going to give you guys, you can split it or decide. For the longest list ever, you get a candy bar. My goodness, that was a long list. That was very good. Umbrella words. For leader, we had accomplishment. For people, we had, there you go, good. Tasks, doing things right. And then for free spirits, the key word is freedom.
I thought it would be Woodstock.
Kind of close, yeah. The key word is freedom. And for free spirits, it's all about adventure and excitement. Now, just like task types, I mean, like I said, the leader and the people, you could kind of consider them as opposites if you want. And the task and the free spirits are kind of opposites. Because, you know, task types, they love the structure, they love, you know, the predictability of things, and this is what I can expect today. Free spirits are opposite. They want something new every day, something exciting. They could never, it's hard for free spirits to sit in an office in a cube all day and be happy. Out-of-the-box creative thinker, natural troubleshooters, and I think you guys covered that, creativity. Spontaneous, you can go with the flow. If it changes, you're like, oh, good, it's changing. Let's do something else. Now, they're motivated, you know, on your blanks here, they need adventure and excitement. So adventure motivates free spirits. Like to have fun. Fun motivates free spirits. That's why I was excited about coming here today, because I knew you guys would be fun. I'm going to go have some fun. And the natural troubleshooters. They're very good at, like, you know, if a crisis hits, free spirits can jump in, fix it, and jump back out. And that's why, and you know, go on. And that's what free spirits are good at. And actually, you know, people kind of, they ask me, well, how is it that you can just go through that chemo and then to be okay? It's like, okay, that's a crisis. I'll do what I need to do, jump in, and I'm going on. But I'm not going to get stuck in it. You know, we just deal with it. Next. So we're also motivated by personal freedom. And that's where I was interested that you brought up the rebelliousness. We'll talk about that in a second. Change, cutting edge. We like the new stuff. You know, oh, the new iPhone's coming out. I want it. Oh, that outfit. I've never seen anybody wear that before. I want that. We want stuff that nobody else has ever done before. New challenges and adventures, either physical or intellectual. And we're motivated by fun. So here are our Achilles heels. We have a tendency, does that look like any of you guys? Not really paying attention, so you never know what can happen. Disorganized and forgetful. I like how you guys said multitasking, because I'm that way. I mean, it's like every 3 days I look in my office and it's like papers everywhere. Stuff is everywhere. I got to go home and clean up again. But it's just, we can be disorganized. We can be short-tempered, kind of like people types. It's like, you know, we just kind of, what do you mean by that? Well, you know, just kind of, we can get there really quick. Engage in power struggles, because we don't like people telling us what to do. So we can kind of, you know, just kind of struggle with people and resist. So here's what we need to do. Take a time out. You notice they all said, just take a time out. Everybody needs to take a time out. Do something fun or simple, you know, especially if you're getting bogged down. If you have to do all this heavy-duty detail stuff and you're starting to get frustrated, take a time out and do something quick and fun, and it'll give you your energy back. And then you can go on and re-examine the problem and just take action. So those are the 4 personality types. Hi again. I hope you enjoyed getting a sneak peek of this training session. It truly is amazing how understanding ourselves and others can make such a difference in how we relate and communicate with others. Now, let me take just a minute to share how this program can work for you. If you're a manager or owner of a business, just imagine how much more effectively your team would work together once they had these communication skills in use. I'd love to talk with you about your team's specific needs and how this program can help you to be more productive and effective as a group. Now, if you are a professional and are looking for more success in your career and in life, you would definitely benefit from taking our personality assessment and getting your personalized professional development report. This report is a 16-page in-depth analysis that describes in detail your primary personality styles. It provides specific information related to your strengths, your Achilles heels, and developmental opportunities. These skills include addressing issues of conflict, leadership, and how to work effectively with others. It's a must for anyone who is leading others. And if you are serious about taking an important step in reaching your potential at work, you will find this professional development report to be an invaluable addition to your toolbox. So don't wait another day. Positive change starts with the first step, and you can make that step right now by contacting me. You can reach me at michelle@strongtowercoaching.com. That's Michelle with one L. Or on my website at www.strongtowercoaching.com, and just go to the contact page. I look forward to celebrating your great success with you, so I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks, and we'll talk again soon.